What's up guys, Draco here, and welcome to Draco's Random Thoughts, where you have a random thought by Draco. I'm still trying to work out a way to do an intro that's good, but I'm failing miserably every time. So, ball pits. Yeah, do people still, do kids still play in ball pits? I would say I haven't seen them about, but I also don't look where they would be, so. But, I feel like you go into, I think there's a lot of stuff where, kids just playing less, I guess because of iPads, but it's very, also if you go to a McDonald's, or maybe not McDonald's, but there's a lot of places where there used to be a big play area where you could just go in, you could climb around with nets and stuff. There'd be those, what are those spinny cylinders called, made of the thing where if you hit into it it's really not that bad, and there's a slide. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? There's the huge play areas at a fast food place. I don't think they exist anymore, and I think that's because kids just go on their iPad and just watch stuff. And I'm obviously not against going on an iPad, but I feel for a kid who has so much energy, it's kind of a waste to just be oh yeah, just go on the iPad, watch this. Because I think the reason that I watch stuff as well is also because it's fairly relax, it's more oh, I don't have the energy to do other stuff, let me relax. The kid doesn't have the other thing that they need to do, so they don't need to obviously a kid can chill out, but I feel I think that we're just, as a society, we're so hedonistic and focused on oh yeah, this is pretty fun in the moment, and we don't really care about how it affects us in the future. And a kid really doesn't I feel children just will be happy with whatever you show them, and whether it's a show or it's playing in a playground, they're going to be equally happy how you make them play in the play area, which is best for their development. Not even just physically, but just social, when you're around other people. You have better just motor skills. Well, I guess that's physical, but yeah, just the being around other people, and also you get hurt and you just unlike hurt, you fall over and you just learn to deal with it because your parents are outside the playground. I guess that's another thing, they probably just don't want lawsuits. But I also think that just as a society, even not just for children, we generally shy away from a lot of things where it's this gives us a bit of fun, but if it's, I don't really know how I'm trying to say. I think I'm also I feel no older people, not really old, but adults often try and avoid having fun because it's becomes synonymous with laziness. And I don't subscribe to that idea, because I mentioned last time, oh yeah, you might scroll on Instagram for 10 hours, and it's yes, that is lazy. I don't know if it was last time, but at one point I did. And whilst I agree it's lazy, I also mentioned that I don't think it's fun. I don't think anyone scrolls on Insta for 10 hours and is oh yeah, I really enjoyed that. I think they just do it because they don't like the thought of their own head. The thought of their own head? The voice of their own thoughts. I have no articulation powers, I don't know why. Okay. I feel sometimes I'm just an idiot, but sometimes I have an actual good point. I just can't articulate anything. I think this is one of those times. So yeah. And I feel the thing is, you can have fun and it not be lazy. Even playing a video game doesn't have to be lazy. If you play a game, a party game with friends, you're building a social connection. If you're playing a game that requires a lot of skill, Dark Souls, then you're building perseverance, you're building, strategy, problem solving. There are studies showing that problem solving, helps with stuff. I forgot what the name is of the guy. There's some psychologist who made like people playing Mario for like half an hour, and they got better like at spatial awareness or something. Like there are benefits to stuff as long as you do it in moderation. Like obviously, playing COD for 12 hours a day is probably not very good. Here's another thing: why is it that like COD everyone can play it's like 12 when it's aimed at 18 plus, but people who like play like Splatoon, there's no one who plays Splatoon under like 30. And like same with like Kirby, like whenever you see someone get excited about like a new COD game, it's like, I don't know if COD released new games, I don't play COD. But like it'll be like a bunch of 12-year-olds being like, yeah. Whereas like you see Kirby, that's like a 35-year-old man be like, yes, I've been waiting for this. I mean, I love Kirby, but I'm 17, which is like, it's not old, but it's older than 12, which is like the age for like everyone who's playing with this 18 plus game. I think it's because kids are just like, oh, you're gonna tell me I can't do this? I want to do it now. So yeah, I've really not mentioned ball pits a single time after the first like 2 minutes of this video. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the play area. So yeah, I don't know. I think ball pits are also like another thing that's like, it's viewed as being infantile because it's like, oh yeah, kids can play in a ball pit. An adult, no, you have to play with like other stuff. In fact, you have to just not have fun. If you do have fun, it has to be this technical sport or something. And it's like, how about, like, I think if you and a bunch of friends got together, just chatted in a ball pit and just threw like balls at each other, it'd be really fun. And I don't know why there's like such a societal issue with just being like just having fun with your mates in like a ball pit or something, because it's like, oh, it should be infantile. But it's like, why should it be infantile? It's also the same thing with like liking dinosaurs. A lot of people think liking dinosaurs is infantile, and it's like, no, like dinosaurs are just awesome. Like, I wish I could have like massive teeth and I don't wish that, because then that'd be weird. But like, it would be pretty cool if you just like saw an ankylosaurus walking down the street. Well, it isn't it? Like, how the heck is like an ankylosaurus real? Well, it's dead. But like, how were they real? Also, dinosaurs technically aren't died out yet because birds are technically dinosaurs. Anyway, how would like ankylosaurus, this massive like armored tank that walks around and has a club on its tail, how are they real? But unicorns, a horse with a horn, is fake. Unicorns seem so realistic. It's just a horse with a horn. Horns aren't that, like, outrageous. We have rhinos. There are other stuff with horns, right? Like, I think Triceratops was a separate family, even though it's basically the same as a rhino. It's a big guy with a horn. I know they look very different and they have different amounts of horn stuff, but it is a big dude with a horn. And for completely different families, in fact, one's a mammal, one's a reptile. They're like so different, and like I don't think they like even evolutionarily. Is that a word? Who knows? That word linked. So it's like, that's just kind of like, yeah. What? How did I get to this? Oh yeah, I think a lot of things have become infantile and like frowned upon. I think it's partly because of such like a mindset of like, you have to work really hard and just like, I think it's, yeah. Well, who knows? I'm not educated enough to talk about it. I just want to throw a ball at a person. And I think that's another thing. We so focus on like a complex lifestyle where like, and it's like, oh, this is so much better now. It's like, and focusing on improving stuff. It's like, have you considered that some things just don't need to improve? Like, we don't need to look at a 100 different ways of like having fun. Like, I think like there are lots of ways of having fun already, and like I think also we look at optimizing so much stuff. It's like it's just fun to do stuff. We don't need to optimize it. We can just enjoy throwing a ball. We don't have to be like, this is the best way to throw a ball, or this is the best way to climb. Obviously, some people might enjoy optimizing, and that's their own like initiative, but I don't know. I think some people need to just relax and just have fun. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to leave you with. have fun, and don't worry about, oh, am I doing the optimal thing? No, just enjoy life and just relax. Thanks for watching.